Hi there, it's Ewan from KABLEZ. Welcome to the third video on how to take better photos, a YouTube series by KABLEZ. In this video we'll be talking about shape and how it can be used to improve your photos at home. Now this video will use techniques learned in the first two videos, so if you've not yet watched those, make sure you go back to check them out. In photography there are two main sets of shapes to consider. We have regular shapes such as squares, circles and triangles with equal sides. We also have irregular shapes such as ovals, rectangles, triangles with irregular sides, as well as parallelograms. These unstable shapes are often used to convey motion, as the shapes themselves convey instability within photography. These different sets mean it's important to consider what shapes we have within our photographs to convey different feelings and emotions. Shapes don't only come from the object himself, it can also come from the way we position or arrange objects within our frame. This would be called implied shape. Now in this video I want to talk to you about two techniques used in shapes. This first one has been called leading lines and the second is called rule of odds. Leading lines can either be an implied or a physical line within a photograph that leads your eye from one area to the other. Usually this area would be the point of focus of the image, the point you want to emphasise, which we have previously called the subject. Leading lines can become very powerful in the image, making them the main focal point of the image. That's why we must be very careful when using them in our photography. There isn't always just one leading line in a photograph. There can sometimes be two or more. This forms a sense of symmetry within your image. However, the most powerful use of leading lines is when all of the lines in the image conform to a central point, your focal point or subject. Now in the second half of this video, I'm going to talk to you about a technique called rule of odds. Rule of odds is a simple technique in photography and simply states that an image is more visually appealing when there is an odd number of elements. Consider this example. Note how the perception of the image changes as you add a third candle to the image, which was previously two. This happens because in the first image our brain pairs the two candles as one object. However, in the second image the brain groups the two candles and the third candle stands out and catches the viewer's attention. As I mentioned earlier in the video, we can use shapes and implied shapes to create stability and instability in our images. The best way to do this with rule of odds is to choose a shape with an odd number of corners. The most commonly used shape for this is a triangle. Consider in the image how we've used the candles in a triangular formation to create an implied triangle. This brings stability to the image. Now the best way to master these techniques is through practice through experimentation. Make sure to let us know how you get on in the comments below. Thanks for joining us again in today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos from KABLEZ. We really hope you've enjoyed it and we'll see you next time.